Yo, what's up? Blizzard dropped the patch notes, everyone. Let's actually real quick in the client, real quick. The collection was updated, so we have the Nexomania bundles. We have this new art screen when you log in. You have a little cute doggo, and it happened to be that the new brawl is also live. That's unrelated to the patch note because that happens every 2 weeks. But yeah, let's dive into the notes here. We had, obviously this patch was on the PTR server before. So most of the stuff you see is going to be the same, but there's a few new additions that Blizzard kept secret until they put it onto the live server. For example, Stormleague. Master and Grandmasters can only party with players within 5k rank points away from them or from each other. So that was actually discussed quite a bit by the higher MMR player base, like what would make sense, because initially Blizzard put these two changes in, right? So rank decay will only apply to Master and GM, and the party size for Master and GM is reduced to 2. Or cannot exceed 2. And I was thinking that that's a good change, but we've seen some very absurd stuff in HOTS where the point difference was like 10k or 12k points, like absolutely crazy. So now Blizzard limits it 5k. I think 5k is still somewhat generous by them. And I actually, when I talked to Lena about this change, I said, why do they do that in 2025? Why did they not do that shortly after HEC died and the game went into maintenance mode? Because I felt like that's when it needed it the most. Like the moment Blizzard put Stormleague as the main ranked mode, they should have made this change. Because before that, we had the Giga Chat, Hero League, like Solo Queue, XXL, and then it became Storm League, which was actually just Team League with a new name. And then all kinds of Team League shenanigans and scams that you had before in terms of ranking made it over. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did it now. Surely the game gets fully revived. That's what it means. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I think it's a good change. Thumbs up. Thank you, Blizzard. And I'm very happy that we see balance patches again. You know, like I'm all good. I don't want this to be a negative one. So the other changes stayed the same as on the PTR. No, I'm a liar. They actually. So I don't know what the values were before, but they changed the level 20 Ioforos a little bit. So 6-second cooldown. I feel like it was 6 already on the PTR. And then I think this one was 6 as well, and now it's 4. So whatever the value was here before got changed. Auriel, apparently, gets a nerf. I think that was not in the PTR notes, right? Or was it? Maybe it was. But yeah, either way, the enemy... the energy stored from damaging non-heroes to 35% and damage to heroes to 70%. I mean, I think Auriel is still like kind of a menace in Storm League, so I think it's fine to nerf her a bit. I don't think she's like that problematic, but she was maybe a bit overbuffed. I don't know. I think it's fine. The Asmodan change, Trample made it through, like suggested. ETC. So these are, I don't know if they're all new changes, but yeah, ETC baseline change for his W from 12 to 10 seconds. That's very significant in my opinion. And then they changed his trait a little bit. So from 20 to 25 armor when you use basic abilities. So basically all the time from level 1 on. And then from level 10 on, when you use a heroic, instead of having 60 armor, you have 50 armor. So this change here, right? The 60 armor. When ETC used to stage dive in, he would just explode. but because now he had so much armor, he was basically, you shouldn't go on him during that time frame when he had the 60 armor. He was close to not killable. So they nerfed that slightly, but they give you 5 armor throughout the game, basically non-stop, which I think is actually really smart and probably exactly what ETC needs. So yeah, I think it's good. I think the other ETC changes, crowd surfer cooldown reduction reduced from 7 to 6 seconds. They also lowered the cooldown reduction on his level 13. That's for the ultimate. And then they gave him 2 new level 20 talents. Actually, wait, what is this? Basic attacks deal 12% more damage, increased to 36. Oh, that's very interesting. That's the auto attack talent on 7. I haven't really thought about that yet. They gave him 2 new level 20 talents. Actually, not new ones, but they made it lore accurate. Instead of having Bolt of the Storm, he's now riding the lightning. So that's your blink, basically. And then he has a Storm Shield that is now called Power of the Horde. So they have their own flavor. I think that's good. People were saying the Storm Shield is very, very strong. I think ETC has very good 20 choices now, regardless. So yeah, I think... Yeah, I like it. I like to see good 20s, you know? Give me more OP 20s. We need that shit. Genji changes. They made it through as intended, besides... And I think this is maybe just wording, because maybe it was unclear. So heroic ability now heals for 10% of the damage dealt, increased up to 30%, depending on how low it is. I think maybe it was 0%. Heals for 0%. Now it's minimum 10. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think it was like... Maybe it worked a bit weird. Now it makes more sense, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if people will... If you go Dragon Blade and 20 Dragon Blades... Maybe you have an Ana with nano boost as well. You go for that. Maybe you kill the opponent's team twice on level 20. I don't know. I don't know how strong this is. I don't know. Other than that, Shingan gets nerfed, which is very good. And they rebalance X-Strike a little bit. I don't know. I think it's okay. I think this is a very good nerf. Imperious. So this one. So your E, that's baseline. It says now hits 2 extra targets. So does that mean you hit 3 targets? Or what? Like 2 extra targets? What does that mean? Or is it 2 in total? But yeah. Apparently yeah. I think all the other changes made it... Yeah, so the other changes are the same as on the PTR. Yo, Lopaka, thanks for the raid. And they did the same to the level 20 talent, the new level 20. So it's 3 non-heroes. It should be 3, okay. Okay, yeah. So is that good enough for wave clear? I think it's not, right? But I mean, it's better than nothing for in terms of clearing a wave. So and then this one, Molten Armor will now hit 3 heroes, yeah, or up to 3 heroes, because it says 2 extra targets even if enemy heroes are within range. So I don't know, man. I need to see these changes and in action, like what's going on with Imperious. 75 mana to deal 100. Yeah, I feel like this is very bad wave clear, but I guess it's better than what it used to be. Yeah, as I said, I played 1 game against Imperious today. I think he went Q on 1 and 7, maybe. I don't. No, he had W on 1. Actually, I don't remember. I seen Lunara a little bit. All the Lunara changes made it through as on the PTR. Maltail as well. All the changes made it through. Zagara cockroaches get nerfed on level 16. It's been a long... we've been waiting very long for that. They nerfed Vala Giant Slayer. They nerfed Hanzo Giant Slayer. And now the Zagara one. And now the most important one. Because if at the moment, if you open Reddit, apparently everyone and his grandma was playing against Medivh, who was bug up using the level 16 airplane mode. I don't know. Let me know if that ever happened to you in the last few days, but I've not seen it a single time, and I would assume it's like it's a quick match thing where people do that. But here it is, guys. Medivh level 20 fixed an issue that allowed Medivh to cast abilities during Raven form. You don't need to uninstall. Medivh is fixed again. Enjoy. Or I hope you enjoyed the few days of airplane mode where you were able to use everything that Medivh had to offer. Besides that, I think the bug fixes are the same as on the PTR. I don't know why these showing up as new. I'm not sure if there are actually new bug fixes. Ah, yeah, they. So I wanna know. This is actually way more important than the. I mean, it's not more important than the Medivh bug, but this is something that you will notice more often as a Hanzo player. So before, if you pressed Alt E on Hanzo, you would bullseye your own feet and therefore skip the animation. So if a Zeratul went on you, warpled onto you, for example, you could Alt E and stun him with your 20 bullseye now. And I actually want to test that once, because I hope this is...
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Let's go to...
Choose a talent.
So what if I Alt E? Ah, so the animation actually gets played now. So you cannot... Yeah, I cannot... So if I Alt... This is Alt E, by the way. Like, it flies into the air before... Ah, come on. Come. Okay, I did hit him there with the Alt E. But, yeah, you get my point. It has this minimum cast range now. Wait, what is going on, though, when I do it like this? The arrow fly... But yeah, that's not important, right? I just wanted to show you. That's what, and Hanzo, it's not the only ability. They did a few more abilities like that. Wait, let me scroll through real quick in case there's like one bug fix that is, yeah, Murky has the same shit with his W now. Yeah, Misha can now be cast, so you can now press Alt W on Rexa, and Misha will perform the stun.
I'm impressed.
Right, let me leave the try mode because Hanzo keeps talking. I get confused by that. What else? Remaining duration indicator is now standalone from Whirlwind's duration indicator. So it's easier to see how long Wrath is active or something. Yeah, they have this here as well. Tracer. Tychus. Yeah. I think the... wait. White Mane can now Alt E. So she's allowed to do that. Alright. Yeah, that's basically the bug fixes. There's technically, I mean, there's still like the Abathur Muradin thingy that should be addressed, but they're not doing it, so it's gonna stay in the game. Yeah, that's the patch notes though. Oh wait, Malfurion is relevant. Hold up, where's Malf? This one is replaced by Anduin. No, this one. No longer puts heroes to sleep if the root gets removed. Yeah, that was weird, right? So yeah, I think that is yeah, that is relevant. It's gonna happen if you like it. It's definitely something that will happen. Yeah, and I mentioned it earlier already. This is the most important change of the patch notes. Malfurion is not your buddy in try mode anymore. It's Anduin instead. But yeah, that's what Blizzard cooked up. I think it's a good patch. And yeah, give us more. I like it, Blizzard. Keep it up. Keep it up. Every 2 months, every 1.5 months, whatever the cadence is right now. I don't know what's the average, but something like that. Keep it up. Keep it coming. Give us more balance patches like that. It's good. Morales Q could be on multiple. Yes, Morales. Yeah, that's also fixed. I think that was in the same category as the Medivh flying bird bug. You know, when you open Reddit on a day like that, you feel like that's everything. Every single game in the Nexus had a flying Medivh bombarding you. And every single game had a Morales that was healing multiple targets. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Quick Match is that wild. Maybe people are Omega bug abusing in Quick Match non-stop. I mean, they're certainly abusing matchmaking as well, like crazy there, right? But yeah, that's that's a different topic. These things have been fixed though, so you're safe again. You're safe again. And yeah, shout out to I don't know, Blizzard's classic team or whoever is working on these things, or like the crew of janitors. I don't know who's in charge of it, but it's nice to see. It's nice to see that we get balance pages. You know, number changes are good, but lately we actually get changes that are a little bit more like lore specific to the hero, that fit the identity. They change like generic talents up a bit. I think that's really nice to see in 2025, you know? So yeah. Double thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you in the Nexus again.